Well, what a wild ride episode 6 of Netflix's Resident Evil was. It's a shame that there's only 2 episodes left to go. It's such a shame. I'm just left wanting so much more out of this show. I'm just like, does it really have to end? Does this series have to end? Does this amazing series that is so groundbreaking and completely represents what Resident Evil was about, such a shame it has to end? But no, honestly, I'm at breaking point with this show. I'm just like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I just don't even care anymore. Just to the point where, I'm not even really paying attention. When I'm watching it, I'm just like, yeah, fucking do what you want. I may see some things here and there, but, other than that, I'm really not paying attention to this show. There has been nothing that has pulled me into this. Whether it's the characters or whatever story this is, I don't know. I don't know what story you're trying to tell. It seems to be we're going from one thing to another. 1 minute it's about, I don't know, 2 teenage girls and their feelings. Then it's about whatever the 2036 storyline's about. I don't know, but let's just get into it. I don't want to be here long, so this will be a speed run. It will be a speed run through this, because I just want to get it done. I really do, and I just can't be fucking arsed with it. But yeah, if you remember from the last episode, Wesker's going... So the girls have went off. They've went off on their own somewhere. Don't know where. And Wesker's going back to the lab to get to kill that Spanish guy, so he doesn't tell Umbrella that Billy's infected, because then Umbrella will want the test on her or something. So that's where he's going. He goes in and says to her, we're not getting anything out of this guy, so let's let's fucking use our drug Joy and mix it with something else to create some sort of truth serum. So he's obviously lying about that. So yeah, he goes in there and basically asks the guy, who else knows about my daughters? He says no one. He says, if you tell me that, then I'll give you this, and then you won't have to suffer anymore. Would he really go for it that easily? Whatever. So you can see he's just got that so no one can see on the cameras. He injects him with that, and then he starts having an epileptic fit or something. So they all rush in. She's a bit angry. Wesker says, well, I told you that it might not work. So she's a bit angry like that. Again, we get another good performance from Lance Reddick, isn't it? Yeah. He's a good actor. You fucking wasted him. You have absolutely... I'm so sick of this in a lot of things now, where you just waste such good actors. Thor Love and Thunder just wasted Christian Bale. In this, they've wasted this guy. It's just a common occurrence that I don't know. Your agents fucked you over. They really have. But yeah, she's like, I don't know. She jumps to, are you trying to ruin Umbrella or something like that? He's like, well, if I wanted to ruin Umbrella, I could have done it 1,000 times already. And then he says something, fuck off. Which I thought, it's pretty fucking... It was pretty fucking cool then. But yeah, he goes to leave, and then she's like, no, you're not leaving. And then, if you remember, we ended on the last episode where Jade now comes face to face with her sister, Billy. And surprisingly, this amounted to fuck all. I thought they were going to actually spend some time with the two sisters interacting, and it lasts about 4 minutes, 3 minutes maybe, before we're like, no, we're letting her go now. It's like that. What was the point in that? I don't get the point in what this was about. It was pointless them even meeting. And I mean, when you've done like whoever these people are, I don't know anything about them. Don't know anything about them, other than they're just obsessed with themselves and their feelings. That's about it. So it's like them meeting. Yeah, it doesn't have an impact already. But when you just go, right, they've come face to face, they speak for a couple of minutes, and then she's leaving. Right, great. Moving on then, I guess. Fuck. But again, they're talking about their feelings, and what some shitty acting it was. It was absolutely awful acting. The delivery of most of the lines are just off. It's just pure plastic acting. No chemistry between these actors whatsoever. No bouncing off each other. It's so childlike. It's such childlike acting. So that's kind of what that was. But yeah, they talk about, like, Wes, she says, oh, our dad's dead. And then I just find it hilarious that they've basically it's like none of these actresses match up with their younger selves. They don't look like them. And what I find the most hilarious is about the woman that's playing an older version of Billy is Asian. I'm pretty sure she's an Asian woman. And it's like, Billy wasn't Asian, so I don't. It just throws you off. It's like she looks nothing like her. Looks nothing like her at all. You've literally, because I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the actress that plays the young Billy it must be biracial or something like that. And I'm just like, well, you've made her Asian now. She's now Asian. She didn't fucking look Asian as a younger self. So I just find that a bit weird. It's like, in what way does she look like? You've made her Asian. She nobody gave a shit, did they? They didn't even give a shit. They didn't even try to make the older version of Billy look like the younger version. They've literally changed her race. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know as you grow, you magically change races. What a fucking dumpster fire this is. But yeah, it seemed to be like her acting that was just terrible. Every delivery. But then again, even the actress playing Jade, it's like a lot of them, it's like, you trying? You actually trying to sell me on this bullshit? But yeah, all those guys go away, and then she goes, right, I'm going to let you go now. Jade tells her that her daughter died, so like, obviously she doesn't want Umbrella to know that she's got a daughter or something. So yeah, she's just like, oh, I just wanted to see you one last time. Had no impact whatsoever. It was just like, oh, just two strangers talking to each other, is it? No chemistry, no bouncing off each other. And then she says, oh, you've got... Then she pulls out a tracker that was put in her arm. Putting her arm in a weird way. It's so the way they put a tracker in her arm... Because usually if you put a tracker inside someone, you don't want them to know about it. But they just cut open a big hole and stick a tracker in it. And then just put a bandage around it. I'm pretty sure when people put trackers in someone, they like inject it in them, so there isn't a big gash on your forearm. Why you put? Fuck it, I don't even know why. I just found that's a really weird way. It's like where the person's gonna realize, oh, they've put something in me, so I'll take that out then. And then she just says you can go. She runs off. She grabs the head in the bag that's so important to the story. And then she runs out and she's instantly found by these. These are like the guys from that university place that we've heard so much about. She's literally just ran out the place she was in. She's ran out of there and then just straight away came across the guys that she needs to find that are going to take her to the university. So they test them, and then they take a boat out, and then they get to this boat. All I'm kind of thinking at this point is, like, are they going to copy, what was it, Resident Evil? I don't even know. But you know, the Resident Evil films, the big action scene you get on the boat. That's what I'm like, you're not copying that, are you? So she gets there, sees her daughter. She's a bit upset that her daughter isn't crying that she's back. Why you want your daughter to be sad, I don't know. Then they're back in the room. They talk about their feelings. They talk about how amazing and Mary Sueish their daughter is. She knows how to play piano and shit. She's been right into literature. And then Jade starts. She says, "Oh, I went back for, like, when she went back for the head," and he's like, "So we talked about this kamikaze Jade." I don't even know why she's out in the field anyway. She's just works in a lab. But yeah, she's got a daughter to think of. She's off gallivanting. This guy, like, she says, "Oh no, I'm the parent," and he says, "Oh, I'm the," just because I'm not a biological father. I could help but think to myself, it's like the character Jade is a bitch. She's off gallivanting. This guy who's not even her daughter's father is looking after her. She's going, I'm her parent, not you. No, he's been looking after her. You selfish bitch. Where have you been? Off gallivanting. I don't even know why I'm getting invested in your fucking life. I really don't. I can't believe I'm almost on the edge of ranting about how much an arsehole, selfish, self-absorbed, narcissistic bitch you are. Off gallivanting, sitting going, no, you're not the parent. You're not even there. Barely there. You're off doing some shit that really doesn't matter and really isn't important. Really isn't important whatsoever. Oh, well, I need to get the head within the bag so I can come up with a cure or something like that. It's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about all that. Why have we got to spend time on? It's like, just whatever. I don't even want to fucking help you out. I really don't. So she gets a shower. Fucking hell. Yeah, and then she just so luckily comes to the restaurant as a daughter and her boyfriend or husband or whatever it is sitting talking about her. So just remember that she's standing right at this door. It's just a funny little thing I find. But she's standing right at this door, so like anyone that's on the other side of it can see through it. And they're talking about, oh well, they start telling us about Jade's motivations. So how about show us? Why is it so many things are so afraid to show us that? Well, the guy says, oh, she's been trying to make up for that her father was a psycho or something. That's what she's desperate. It's like, why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? Because throughout 6 episodes now, you have not shown me a thing. So you're now going, oh, well, those other episodes, what she's been doing is trying to make up for her father or something like that. So it's a bit late now. Should have started off with that. And then he says, oh, and the most important thing about your mother is she loves you. Does she? She's never there. She's never there. She's been off somewhere for 6 months. 6 months. You must really love your daughter. Going out there, putting yourself at risk. And your daughter's going to end up an orphan. Great. So yeah, just if we go back to that, so right, she's standing at this door that is see-through. It's a window. You can generally see through windows. They're talking about her behind her back. Not one of them has seen her standing there. They must Surely they must go. Why is she standing there? Why is she standing there? But no, for some reason they've gone blind. We might get a shot of the actual look. So that's where that's where the door's placed, and not one of them's seen her standing there eavesdropping. But they get dinner. Then they make up. And then they wake up. She tells him, "My dad's dead. We've got zombies underneath this boat. They'll come up later, so now we need to throw." I don't even know how it works really. But yeah, she goes to the lab. This is a friend that's pregnant. So they start talking about pregnancy or like having kids and shit. It's like, yeah, I don't care. I don't see what this has got to do with anything. I don't see what this has got to do with Resident Evil, that someone's pregnant. And then she says a shitty line. Oh, well, have you ever been pissed on? What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you saying something like that? Have you ever been pissed on? Oh, fucking it. There's so many lines I've skipped, but that's a top 5, that is. There's been a few lines, Zootopia porn or something they mentioned in the first episode. But yeah, wait, have you ever seen? Would that ever come across like a real conversation to you? That, like, you're talking about pregnancy. You know when you talk about, oh, well, you look forward to this when your kid's born and all that. Have you ever heard anyone say, oh, have you ever been pissed on? Fuck. Who talks like this? Nobody. That is, I guarantee you, nobody's ever said that. Like, that someone that's been pregnant and has had a kid will say that to someone that's newly pregnant. Oh, you look forward to being pissed on. Have you ever been pissed on? What? What? No, nobody talks like this, I'm sorry. Fucking hell, have you ever been pissed on? What? Fucking hell. This is garbage. But they talk, and yeah, now they're going to test on this head. Yeah, I don't really care. They're gonna because this is the zombie that can somehow control other zombies. They listen to her, so that's why she originally went back for this head, because she needs to find out that they're evolving or something. But every time they pull out. Every time they're talking about enzymes and shit. I don't know what's going on. These were kind of the bits where I'm just like, whatever. Whatever. If I get it wrong, I do. If I don't, who cares? Who cares? So yeah, see, these enzymes keep failing every time they try and test them. So this woman proposes, oh, we should we mix it with something? So it stays stable. She says, oh, what's spit or something? Yeah, she says that, and then it's like, yeah, it comes up later. I just like, what am I watching? But they test all this, and they're like, I don't. She's got Jade has got to go to her daughter's fucking piano show or something like that. So she said, so that woman's already put a timer on so she doesn't miss it. Doesn't really matter because later on in the episode, she goes and sits down to watch her own daughter play the piano, and then she goes, "No, I'm going to leave now." All right, are we supposed to believe you're this great mother? Because you don't seem like it. You're going away, you're leaving her for 6 months at a time, maybe more. Then when you've got one thing to do, which is watch her. I would just say, don't even have this shit in it. But the fact that you do, and the fact you're trying to make out that she's such a good mother, yet she's barely there. She's supposed to be there supporting her daughter, and we'll talk about it when it comes. But we're making good time at the moment. Yeah, and then what she actually does, because they've done 55 experiments or something. So, yeah, she spits on it. The enzyme that keeps breaking down Like, they've been testing it to mix it with stuff so it stays stable. She just spits on it. She just spits on it and it works. She spits on the little sample, puts it under the microscope, and now it's stable because she spat on it. Why would that work? I imagine you've been testing it on all sorts of, I don't know, paracetamol or something. Let's just say that. But you've been testing it, like trying to get it to work with all these different things. And you fucking spat on it. It works. Why would that stop it from breaking down? I don't know. They don't explain it. But I'm just like, what? You just used your own saliva. You spat on the sample, put it under a microscope. Oh, and now it's stable. Fuck, you could have had anything. You could have had anything make it stable. And you went with, we'll get the girl to spit on the sample. It's so embarrassing. The person who wrote this, you should feel shame. You should be really embarrassed that all these substances you could have come up with that would work, and you went with, we'll get her to spit on the sample. Fuck me. No point dwelling on it, is there? That's what this whole show has been. Spit and shit. So, yeah, she leaves to go to this musical performance. The woman on stage is talking utter bollocks, I don't care, about how it's very important we hold on to the stories, the history and memory, right, yeah, whatever. And then, yeah, the daughter plays piano with, don't even know his name. She's all happy about how well her daughter's playing the piano. And then I don't know why she all of a sudden like, oh shit, I need to leave. I don't know what brought that on. Yeah, but she goes back to the lab. She goes, now fuck you, daughter. I've got more important things to do than watch you play piano, even though you're my daughter. Fuck you, I've got a career. That's more important than you. You know, even earlier she said, oh, I never wanted kids. So I don't know what they come up with some, because they say, oh, it's pheromones. That's why this queen zombie or whatever, that's why she could control the others, because she was releasing pheromones or something like that. So they've now got something where they need to test it on like an actual zombie. Again, I'm not using your term zeros. It's pretentious. Just call them zombies. Just call them zombies. That'll do. That'll do. We all know what they are. You haven't got to pretend like there's never been any media out there that use the term zombie. You ain't got to copy The Walking Dead, but whatever. So yeah, that woman's like, right, well, we need to test it on a real zero. Fucking hell. So what Jade does, just luckily there's a shipwreck over there. You know, a long time ago, as we've seen, there was zombies underneath their boat. It's like, yeah, you left that part ages ago. But yeah, luckily there's a shipwreck there that's going to have zombies there that are alive. She's going out herself. She's going to get one. Then she's going to take it to the ship with all the people on it. Because that won't go wrong, will it? So, yeah, the first, you know, it just so happens to be floating right up at the surface. So it makes it easy for her. She doesn't have to dive in there or anything like that. It just so happens that the bodies are floating. Or at least up a bit higher. Even though I'm pretty sure when you throw a body in the ocean, not from experience, but I'm pretty sure bodies... do they not sink first, then they float, and then they eventually just sink again? So, you know, I don't know what the timeline is here. I don't even know where we are. I don't... We were in England, and I don't know where we are now. Don't know. But yeah, she pulls this zombie up. She pulls this zombie up and then just turns her back on it. It's like, well, it's not dead, is it? It's dead, but it's not, you know, it's still able to reanimate. And you're just like, nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So she's getting this, I don't even know what that is. It jumps up and grabs her and she injects it and then it knocks it out. And then she takes it aboard. She takes it aboard the ship. Doesn't tell anyone that, oh, by the way, just so you know, that I have a zombie on board that I'm doing tests on. Just so you know, just in case anything goes wrong, then you can be vigilant. You know, if it somehow escapes, which of course it does, you'll know about it, and nobody will die because of my fucking selfish bullshit. Because I must find the cure to the TV. I don't care. Fucking hell, what a lovely woman she is, isn't she? Yeah, I'm just going to put all your lives at risk. All for the sake of my bullshit experiment that is probably going to lead nowhere. So she takes that to the thing, ties it up. She lets her daughter stay in the same room, by the way. Great parenting. Great parenting. Let your young child stand. She says, oh, stay at the doorway. But of course, with it being a child, she's not always going to listen. It's not even, I find it funny and all, because they make out this girl's very bright. So yeah, there it's hanging there. So basically, what her plan is to spray herself with pheromones. She's talking about, well, we could spray this over whole cities, so then the zombies won't attack them because the pheromones tell them not to. Dunno. So she says, just stand in the doorway, young girl, daughter, so I can put your life at risk as well. I've already done it anyway, so you being a bit closer in proximity doesn't really matter now, does it? So she sprays this stuff on her. She walks over to the zombie, and yeah, the zombie's like not picking her up. It's like, no, I'm not going to attack. It does nothing to her until your daughter walks around the corner and says, oh, it's working. And then the zombie responds by going for your throat. It's not seeming like a good idea to have your daughter in the room now, is it? She didn't stay put. It's like, no, you should have said, no, you can't come in here. There's a zombie in here. And we're now about to hit the half an hour mark, and we haven't done with this yet. So let's move on forward, shall we? So yeah, it breaks free. You didn't even tie it up good. You could. What incompetence! You couldn't even tie it up properly. It easily broke its binds, whatever the word is. It's fucking, yeah, it just rips its things. It's like, how strong are they? But yeah, she didn't do a good job at that. Again, she's put all these people on this ship at risk. At risk. And she didn't even try to chain it up properly. Didn't even try. She let her daughter in the room to watch it all. So now the zombie's chasing the daughter. So the daughter runs through and says, oh, that thing's chasing me. And now the woman that was pregnant, the woman that works with Jade, is now dead. Is now dead because of her incompetence. Because she's such a can't wait asshole that she could have warned everybody about this. Why is she doing a load of sneaking about? She could have just said, here, Mickey over there. Right, what I want to do is I want to go out just into the ocean, grab a zombie from that shipwreck that just so happens to be there. Very lucky we're sitting still. And I want to bring it aboard so I can do some tests on it. If you'd done that, you would have, because more people would know about it, so they would be vigilant. But no, it's your fault. It is your fault, and I know what's going to happen. In the next episode, someone's going to say, oh, well, it's not your fault. No, it is your fault, you dumb bitch. It is. You should have told people doing that. What fucking hell? Again, I just find it hilarious because they want you to care about these characters. It's like, how? She's an idiot. She's an idiot and doesn't think of anybody but herself. That's modern Hollywood for you. They seem to think a good quality for a person to have is narcissism. So she's dead. That woman shoots the zombie. She says, "Oh, it's my fault." I guarantee you, someone in the next episode is gonna say, "Oh, it's not your fault." No, it literally is though. It's literally her fault. That pregnant woman, you've killed 2 people. You've killed a pregnant woman. That's on you. That's on you because of your own incompetence. But yeah, as I say, I guarantee someone says in the next episode, "Oh, it wasn't your fault." Yes, it was. Do not try to pull the wool over my eyes. So that's like the husband there of the pregnant woman. So he's like, "You killed her, you fuck it," and then he instantly picks up a gun to shoot her. So I don't really buy that. I don't really think that guy's, because they were like friends a minute ago. They were sitting together at the little piano play, and they were like good friends. So I don't think he's instantly going, "Give me that gun." Where did he get the gun from? I don't fucking know. And then we get helicopters flying in. That's what's making me think, are they just copying? I think it's Resident Evil, the 3rd film. I think it is that one where they're all on the boat and there's about 1,000 fucking choppers that come down, and it's just this, choppy action scene. So I don't know if that's what they're doing. And then we jump to this guy, and they're doing like an autopsy on him to find out what killed him. They know what killed him. It was the thing that Wesker injected him with. You already know what killed him. I don't. What else would it have been? Fucking hell, he got injected with something and died instantly. It's obvious. You already know what it is. So he wakes up and starts shaking about, and then we see Wesker in a cell. He's like, "Let me out. This is crazy." And then for some reason, a block in the wall gets pushed out, and so he is a clone. This other clone says, "Hey, bro." So he is a clone. What? I don't even see the point in involving this stuff at this point. It's like you're too little, too late. Fucking hell! Why do you wait so long to do something? But there we have it. That's our episode 6. Fucking hell. I didn't think there's much to talk about, and we've hit almost 35 minutes again. Fucking hell. So we got 2 episodes to go of that. Don't give a shit anymore. I'm at that point now where I'm just questioning what's worse. What, like, out of some of the shows I've watched recently that I'm just like, what? I don't even know what's worse anymore. I don't even know. It's like, personally, I think I'd say Obi-Wan Kenobi series, just because the amount of shit they shout on. But this is fucking, I don't know. This is bottom of the barrel shit. Less than that. So you've literally had round about say 6 hours with these six episodes. Let's say five and a half. I still don't know what story you're trying to tell. I don't know what it's about. What is it about? It's, again, all of these things I seem to review, it's just things happening, but there's no story. I don't know what the story is. I don't know anything about the characters. I don't know, how are they characterized? I don't know. I don't know, who are they as people? Don't know. I don't know who any of them. I don't know what anything is. It's just one of those shows where you lose brain cells, and I just want to be done with it. And we've got 2 episodes to go. It makes it worse that it's just hot as shit, because it's so hot at the moment. Which hopefully, thankfully, tomorrow it's about, the weather's meant to change. It's going to go a bit colder, so that'll be good. But it just makes it so much fucking harder when it's hot as well. But we're finished there anyway, because it's almost, it's over 35 minutes now, so we'll finish that. I've got shit to do around the house. I think I'm going to get another episode done anyway, because I'm doing this quite early in the day, so I should have time. Then, I've got a video coming out before this, which should be out now, as you're seeing this. A couple other things I want to get to. I've got to do a quick Resident Evil video. There's some shill reviews for it, so check them out. Check them out from IGN and GameSpot, because they wouldn't lie, would they? But yeah, according to them, it's the best adaptation for Resident Evil. It's like, or like it respects the source materials. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's got nothing to do with it. But that's the likes of IGN for you. Of course they're going to say it's good. They said the same shit about the Halo series. The things people do for access, huh? But yeah, that's episode 6. We've got 2 more to go. 2 more to go, and we're fucking done. We are done. So I'll see you on the next one.